2012-13.
Yes, or alternatively, the budget is perfectly on track and they're just doing this to show that the people don't trust them for that statement.
Yes.
So it's more just a push towards the right side there.
I would say it's more economic there.
So it's less go green than it is we need greens. Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yes.
Probably
Because I think, well, it's showing that the carbon scheme isn't doing that well. I mean, it was supposed to go in hand how we promote. Carbon scheme was supposed to, July Ghetto was like, oh, we support green energy, we love it, go buy green energy, and you have to pay less. And now they're I can't speak, I'm sorry. Describing the scheme, which is very surprising.
I think it's worthwhile pointing out that the Queensland government, even after the scrapping, is persevering in its own solar bonus scheme. But of course, now that the Queensland election is coming up, which I think we will be discussing in a couple of weeks' time, I think that will be in doubt. And certainly the solar bonus scheme, I suppose it's an idea, but it was like paying people to get the pink bats. It had the potential to go wrong.
Yeah, I think really, after the introduction of the carbon tax, they should have kept on with it because it gave people an incentive to do it. And even the carbon tax could have worked with that. Instead of, I mean, I understand why they're giving the money to the less high up ranked as far as income, but really it could also be spent on funding such a scheme and therefore making it easier for these people to reduce their energy costs by going solar. So it's a bit dodgy decision there.
Yeah.
The carbon tax debate has been done to death, hasn't it?
Yes,
Over the last year. I think we're now at a point where you either support it or you don't support it. And
nothing will change your mind.
Nothing that the government will do or that the opposition will do will change your mind. I think it's probably 60-40 against the carbon tax, and I think the opponents of the carbon tax have been far more vocal in giving their opposition.
Well, let's have a little word here. Who's pro carbon tax? I am. Left, centre, right?
Well, this really conflicts with my beliefs. I'm actually on the fence here. But like I said, there's no middle ground, so I have to say I'm against it.
Well,
we know.
You're against it, Mr. Right Wing.
If I might be allowed to justify my beliefs.
No, you're not.
Yes, go
on. Make it quick.
Yes, I will. I will make it quick. The point is that the main defence line in favour of the carbon tax was that it would only be imposed in the 500 biggest polluters. But what is natural in a private economy, in a market economy, is that these companies will simply push up their prices if faced with a tax. They will not say, okay, we deserve to be paying this tax, so we'll keep the prices as they are and just make less of a profit. They want to make as much of a profit as they can. So I think it can't. This new tax can't really coexist with the present state of the economy and in capitalism.
Well, that's
what
a fair
about the environment? What about the green environment?
Yes, well, I believe a great man once said, who cares about the environment?
Yes. Well,
we do.
Well, will that help the environment? I mean, that's another part of the debate that's already been done to death, and I think we should discuss that at a later.
I think we should probably leave the topic, but I'd just like to say that I think eventually the goal of the carbon tax is to make an impact on the environment for the better. I think they're just. I think it's too long term for the current government because I don't think they're going to survive much longer.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Interesting observation.
We've probably got about 4 minutes.
So
do you want to move on?
Mr. Assange time.
So yes,
Julian Assange.
Ooh la la, ooh la la.
Well, Julian Assange. Well, what can you say about the man? WikiLeaks.
Yes.
WikiLeaks, and that's about it.
Brilliant hair.
Yeah. Oh, and stage play.
Yes.
And I wouldn't say it. It's nothing.
A certain scandal.
A certain scandal, shall we say? But the main point we're going to be discussing this week is the recent announcement that Mr. Assange is actually in trouble with the US. Well, actually, no one didn't expect that.
Really? Why?
You don't say.
But it was revealed in one of his own leaks, funnily enough, that, well, not by him, but that's not the point, that the US are actually building charges against him. The government are preparing to take him to court.
Oh.
Now, let's go around here.
Fair? Shocking revelation.
Is this fair, and what do you think should be done? And also, should Australia, led by Gillard, or, well, I can't say Rudd because he's gone now, isn't he?
Yes.
Should we be defending him? Should we be trying to stop the US, or should we be with them in this? Let's go around. So, The average teenager first.
Okay, from the US point of view, I think it is fair, because I don't think they'll like some bloke coming along and putting all the secrets on the internet. So from the US one, I think they think it's fair, but when it comes to Australia defending him, I think we should. Because when you think about it, he hasn't done anything much illegal. I mean, freedom of freedom of information, those three words sum it up.
Yeah, it's a debatable issue, right, Win?
Well, should we be attacking the US over the charges that they presumably plan to lay on Mr. Assange? I think the simple answer is no, we shouldn't, because we can of course provide diplomatic assistance as we do to any alleged criminals around the world. But if he has broken the law, then he has broken the law. And perhaps a better way of going about what he has done is campaigning for reform in terms of what information gets published by the American government, rather than simply going out and publishing it.
Right, centre right?
Well, there are two ways of looking at it, in my opinion. On one hand, like the average teenager said... Excuse me, sorry.
The enemy of us.
The average teenager said, freedom of speech. I mean, you're entitled to say what you want. On the other hand, though, is it really our business? I mean, do we have any right to infringe upon their shores? I mean, it's their prisoner. They should have the right to do with him as they wish. On the other hand, of course, he has rights, so we need to respect that.
Yes, we do.
As
all criminals do.
Just quickly, what should happen to Assange?
I think the Australian government should defend him, but I don't know what to say about if he should be convicted or not.
I think perhaps he should be charged, and then we can see what happens there in regards to trying him and providing assistance to him.
I don't think we should defend him, and in the end, I guess his fate is hanging in the air.
I personally think we should try and defend him, because really he is not the one who actually got the documents. He's only the ones who gave them the medium to be published on.
That's true.
So, but really, that's what we have to say.
Yeah.
And actually, that's all time we have for this week.
Our first regular episode.
Yay!
And the return of Centre Right.
Yay!
Yes, well, the appearance of Centre Right.
Yay!
So we'll have to come back next Thursday, I'd imagine, with another edition.
Yes, well, whenever this is published. But
yes,
we shall soon see.
Yep, see you next week.
Sayonara.
Until next time, see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.